Chappelle did the closer jokes about the transgenders, it was crickets, bitch. Nobody had nothing to say. All those subscriptions to Netflix seemed to be okay with it. All of the reviews on YouTube seemed to be, oh yes, Dave Chappelle should be able to say whatever he wants to say about transgender people. It's just a joke. Why come we can't make fun of the alphabet? Why can't we just poke at it? And so I just was like, wow, you have an epidemic in black spaces of trans women being murdered. And you guys are sitting over here. He was even bringing in J.K. Rowling, who you know she is a glorified TERF. She hates transgender people to the core and thinks they all should be murdered and killed. And all them TERF girls, if you don't know what a TERF is, go right on YouTube, type in TERF, and listen to the language of the women who are just, they're mental. Like, you have to be mental to even say some of this stuff. I just wanted to say, like, is that charges going to be involved? Because, yeah, it was a tasteless joke. But let's roll back a couple of months to when Dave Chappelle was doing the transgender jokes. And people were like, well, he should have the right to say whatever he wants to say. And, it's just transgender. It's not a big deal. But yet, I just seen a few days ago, not even a couple of weeks ago, 2 transgender girls murdered once again in our black communities. One in Chicago, and I think the other one, they chopped that girl up and threw her in a trash can. Found her body. She was an advocate. And then the other girl, they fished her out of a lake or something. And so as we kind of teeter-totter around free speech in America once again, in black spaces, here we is, we have a Will Smith who's offended by his black princess is being held up to all these high standards. But when it comes to a tasteless joke, he goes up and slaps the guy. But the whole seemed like the whole black community just silent on the Dave Chappelle ongoing rant in supporting him and his ability to say what he wants. So my question to you guys is, what do you think? Is it okay for Dave Chappelle to have free speech and Chris Rock not to have free speech in his jokes? Even though the joke was offensive and tasteless, and yet he probably deserved to get the slap that he got. I'm not saying anything on that because I just was like, really? That's what really makes you want to slap somebody? As opposed to doing jokes about people's gender, because it's the same thing. Like, when you look at it at the end of the day, you can't compare apples to oranges. We're in a time now where everybody is trying to monopolize gender and sexuality.